Hello, in this video we will discuss about the fertilization just. So the transport of gametes and fertilization we will discuss in the basis of our view, and video we will discuss about the whole detail of the fertilization from the sperm to egg. So the sperm is the haploid and egg is also haploid, which that is fertilized to become a diploid. So here is the vagina and cervix and uterus, and that is the basically sperm is enter from the vagina during the mating, and basically is the orgasm of the female will contract the uterus and cervix to uptake the sperm. So here is the cilia and smooth muscle that is propel the oocytes and cumulus complex toward the uterus. So it means here is the cilia. Fallopian tube is contain a cilia and smooth muscle, which that used for the movement of egg during the ovulation. It means the fimbri is used for the sweep, and the fallopian tube fallopian tube is basically we will discuss also. So first of all, the sperm is 150 to 600 million sperm in the vagina of a female at the time of one ejaculation will be produced, and the sperm reach the ampullary portion of the fallopian tube. So when ampullary portion the sperm will be reach, so it means the fertilization will be occur in the fallopian tube. So the during the ovulation the sperm when mating to fertilize to become a zygote. So in this way the fallopian tube sweep over the ovarian surface and pick up the oocyte, and fimbri is also involved in this mechanism during the basically the fallopian tubes contain end of the fallopian tube is the fimbri, which that initiation time. So is the surrounding by its complement of the granulosa cell. Uh, so that is important thing is that the sperm is capacitated. The capacitation in epididymis will be occur for the sperm able to fertilize and move. So in this way, here I am drawing the when deposit in fallopian tube for deposition of the fallopian tube. So the sperm need to mature. So the sperm when meiotic cell division in the special cell division the testes will produce. Here is the basically seminiferous tubule, and that is the efferent ductus are present, and that is the initial segment and caput, and here is the retri testes are present in the after the seminal tube seminiferous tubule. So it's the retri testes. After this go into the initial segment and caput and go into the corpus, and basically is go epididymis, and that's chordae are present. That is basically maturation time. This is epididymis is the whole maturation of the sperm. So after the meiosis, so it means the tail formation, etc., etc. So here is the capacitation of sperm is the sperm stored in epididymis, and after this storage will begin the process is known as the capacitation. Modification of protective protein coat from the sperm cell membrane appears to be an important molecular event in the process of capacitation. So that means after the capacitation, the sperm will be able to fertilize and move into the uterus. So that is important thing is that here was the testis, which that is the whole diagram of the cross section of the testis contain a epididymis as well as the seminiferous tubule. Where the seminiferous tubule we will not understand about the whole detail, but the seminiferous tubule is able to meiotic cell division of the sperm of the cell, somatic cell convert into the specialized haploid cell from the diploid. So here is the temperature is 36 to 35 degrees Celsius for the maturation of sperm near to 36 to 35. This temperature controlled by hypothalamus. So remember about that. While on the other hand, in the case of when sperm will be mature, I am drawing the sperm diagram to understand the whole mature sperm. So here is a flagella. This flagella is used for the movement by providing the energy from the mitochondria. So the spiral form of the mitochondria are present in the midpiece. So here is the midpiece and flagellum and head. Head contain a basically centriole for the uniting of the nucleus. So the nucleus contain a 23 chromosome, and acrosome contain a digestive enzyme which that is digest the layer of the egg. So here is the egg basically is contain a corona radiata is the upper part which that is the radiata, and on the other hand here is the inside is the plasma membrane of the egg and inside the nucleus. So that is here is the zona pellucida between the corona radiata and plasma membrane. So the zona pellucida is digested by the acrosome reaction. So the first we will discuss here is the acrosome bind to zona pellucida to acrosomal reaction to produce enzyme, and this enzyme will be digest the zona pellucida to achieve the point of the plasma membrane of the egg. On the other hand, the second one is the acrosome reaction. After the acrosome reaction, the sperm will reach on the plasma membrane and fuse, bind with the plasma membrane with the site, and you can see that. And after the binding, so the fourth step is that sperm nucleus enter the cytoplasm of the egg, and after the deposition of the nucleus, the all content of the sperm will be left behind, while the nucleus is contained basically 23 chromosome from egg to sperm fertilized to give a zygote. So this formation is basically the calcium increase inside oocyte, trigger the cortical reaction and harden the membrane for the further entry of the inhibition of the further entry of the sperm. So the fertilization membrane will be inhibit the further polyspermic action. So the polyspermic action is basically the mutation which that is lead to enable the development of the fetus, and the abortion will be occur. So that's here video was completed, but next we will discuss about the whole detail. So please waiting for that. Thanks for watching.